Hey guys, welcome to your Daily Smash for Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
We've barely seen each other today because we've been working on different things in opposite directions. But before we get into more detail on our insane day, we just wanted to send our thoughts and prayers to the people of Israel, enduring a barrage of ballistic missiles fired by Iran on Tuesday. It's part of my show, obviously a big part of my show on Newsmax tonight. It was last night as well, and the night before. But it's bad in the sense that it could escalate a whole lot more.
I did my reporting duties today.
Yeah.
I went to New Jersey, Inglewood, always up to no good. Mm-hmm. And I loved it. It was really a pretty town. It was cute. And I went to go see my friend Maitel. She is the one that outfits me. Jessica Bara is the name of her store and online. This is from there. Most of the clothes that you see on me are from her website. And she's just an awesome person. She's Israeli. And her aunt, Jessica Bara, hence the name of her store, lives in Israel and in Miami, and she just got back from Miami.
She had just arrived in Tel Aviv
last night
and was home, right?
And so I interviewed her. Sorry if this looks terrible, but this is the best I could do, considering. So you get to see she has a bomb shelter. It was
in her house.
In her house.
This was FaceTime, right?
This was FaceTime.
So we're going to play the video for you. You can. And I'll zoom in on it a little bit. But
sorry, there was customers in there, so I'm sorry if it's a little distracting. Please don't complain. For those that complain about everything.
But she was freaked out.
She was hysterically crying. But when you see her, she looks like she's in high hopes. But she's crying. She was really scary. What I found interesting about the whole thing is that she has this air purifier. It looks like a generator. In case a nuclear bomb goes off, it can pressure in,
it'll purify the air so they can continue to breathe in this. And when you see the size of the thickness of the door, it's like this. It's crazy. So here are those videos.
Can you hear us now?
Jess, what's it like there right now? Can you tell us?
It's right now. It's like the calm before the storm. We had the storm, and I'm living here for 28 years, and I have never in my life experienced what I experienced today. It was so scary. In a matter of like 25 minutes, we went to the shelter room, and the bombs from Iran are so intense and strong and huge. They're not like Hamas, and my whole house was shaking.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like literally shaking. Like,
where are you at right now?
I live in Herzliya.
I mean, are you in a shelter?
I'm in my basement, and my shelter is in the basement.
Oh.
So I'm in my daughter's bedroom in the basement.
But bombs, you can hear bombs going off?
I have a shelter that's like for our nuclear war, so my shelter is really protected.
Oh my god.
But I don't really think at this point with these bombs you're really that protected anywhere.
Oh my God. Yeah. God bless you.
So right now it's quiet and you guys are anticipating that they're sending more?
That's what they say.
Yeah, they said there's going to be like 4 rounds. Like we finished from the first round and it's going to be all night long. So I'm not moving from this room because I don't have to run downstairs. Because, my house is 3 stories, so I can't go upstairs to my bedroom to run 2 stories down. I'm too scared.
Do you have food and water and everything down there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have. I'm prepared for this moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm prepared for this moment.
Well, you look pretty.
After October 7th. Thank you. The ironic thing is I just landed today from Miami in Israel.
Yeah, I told them not to leave, and they.
Why did you leave? Why did you go back to Israel?
It's their home.
Why did I go back? I don't know. Honestly, my husband, he had such an important meeting today before the holiday, and he had to get back. So we're here, and this is like my welcome back home. It's very intense. Like I was crying. I couldn't believe what I'm going through. Like, I felt really, really vulnerable, and I felt I felt very unsafe.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry this is happening to you. Aren't the Americans there? Aren't the Americans protecting you guys?
The army should be protecting us, but because it's coming from Iran. But they told us, Iran told us, they said, they announced that they're going to attack. They announced, and they were serious, and they did it. And they're not done. That's what they say, they're not done. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to be, honestly.
Oh my God. Well, I'm praying
and
for you.
I feel like this was planned right before Rosh Hashanah.
Of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It was premeditated, and my whole house literally was shaking. And each time that we ran to the shelter, I ran this morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, but there were no bombs.
No, I think it fits your
I didn't hear any bombs, but the 4 times now within 25 minutes, there were maybe 7, 8 big, huge boomings, like it was like on top of my head.
It is supposed to be pretty short, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But we can order you a medium.
Oh my God.
Can
you show me your bomb shelter really quick? It's pretty nice.
Yeah, but it's...
I don't mean to laugh. Of course not. This is not funny, but...
Hold on. 1 second. It's turned into my laundry room. I mean, my ironing room. So it's like a storage room, but this is it.
Wow, that's big.
But this is the door. I just want to give you an idea.
Oh, the door is crazy.
It's like a safe door. This is the door.
Oh, wow.
Like, look at the thickness of this door.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's like Fort Knox.
Yeah. So this is my bomb shelter. I have a bathroom. I have a shower. Here's a bathroom, a shower, and it's like I said, my ironing room. This is for. You see this?
Oh my God. What is that?
A generator?
Is that a generator?
Josh probably doesn't
It's
have
a
reception
generator.
in there.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, was that a generator?
No, I turned off.
Was that a
That's for
generator?
nuclear war.
What was that,
No,
Jessica?
That's for. It's for if there's nuclear war, that gives off gas. Like, we're safe, and also I have like a hidden staircase that I can escape from my house if I had to.
Yeah.
From my garden.
תראה מה זה רחוב, תראה את הרכבים פה.
הנה, אבא, תראה.
תראה מה זה. תראה את הרכבים פה, לא מצליחים לנסוע. לא מצליחים לנסוע. תראה איפה אני. פה, זה הבית שלנו. תראה איפה זה נמצא.
Do you think we're going to go into a World War III? I called it. I said that.
You did.
I said that.
You're among the many experts who've warned about this, and I believe that your concerns are valid. Your concerns are valid because Iran hates Israel. Iran fired those missiles at Israel, and by the time you watch this, more may have happened. Israel is prepping potentially to attack Iran. I think they're going to go after their nuclear facilities. Possibly go after the Ayatollah himself. But they are absolutely going to retaliate. And what I said on TV earlier is that Israel's been waiting in many cases for a chance to go after Iran because Iran's been threatening to destroy and eradicate Israel for years. And Israel's very concerned about Iran's nuclear program, that they're going to achieve nuclear capabilities and fire nuclear armed missiles at Israel, and they will try to destroy them. So this is Israel's chance to take them out. And I think that's going to happen.
It's craziness.
And then what? Russia is friends with Iran. China is friends with Russia. So now are all these superpowers going to wind up getting dragged into this and wind up fighting each other?
World War III.
I mean, honestly, it's frightening.
It
is.
really is.
It is. But you know what? Maybe it doesn't happen. Let's hope it doesn't happen.
I don't know. It's kind of like Revelations is happening, with all this stuff that's upside down in this world. It's like a clown world that we're living in. It's, it's scary what's happening. It is really, really scary.
Well, I've been to Israel 14 times, covering all sorts of stuff, wars, terror attacks, just daily news reporting out of the Bureau. Spent a lot of time in the West Bank and Gaza, and I have witnessed the Iron Dome in action. They have a missile defense system when there's incoming, and at night you can watch the flare from the rocket or the missile coming in, and then you'll see the Iron Dome go whoosh. It's like a 4th of July fireworks show in midair. And so a lot of that happened, but the reason why they'll fire hundreds of missiles at once is to try to overwhelm the Iron Dome, so some of them will get through, and some of them did.
Yeah. I just want to start off by saying that a lot of you were mad about me saying that Rick's daughter was adopted. We're talking about biological children, adopted children, and
stepchildren.
Stepchildren.
Yeah.
And I had nothing negative to say about. He's actually closer to his adopted daughter right now than his.
Excuse me one second.
His biological daughter. I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't say anything bad. I never said that he. It just really, really irritates me when people try to tell me how to run my platform, how to run my. If you don't like the way I speak or the way I talk, and you're trying to correct me, you can get off of this and not even comment, because I will block you. And I'm tired of people telling me how to run my business and how to run my show. If you don't like the way I speak, then kindly leave and don't be on here again. People are like, oh, well, you used to talk about guys' saggy balls and this and this and this. I'm like, I can say whatever I want to on my platform.
Right.
If you don't like it, get out of here. Okay?
Well, someone wrote 31 minutes of you two. I can't watch it anymore, or something like that. Like,
why are you watching?
Yeah, why are you here? Like, and we love the fact that you smashers are here.
Yes.
But if there are people here who are just here to hate us and then want to write nasty stuff, I agree with you, Kelly. Like, why waste your time watching someone you don't like? I don't understand that.
It's crazy. It's crazy lunacy. Okay, you're a lunatic, and that's it. I'm not going to respond to the haters. I'm just simply, from now on, going to block you. I'm going to hide you as a user, which I'm going to do. You can write all you want, think you're going to write, but I'm going to block you because I don't need to hear your idiocracy anymore.
And I know from your comments that you guys much prefer a positive show. Right? You like it when we're laughing and happy and talking about fun stuff. And that's great with me because I do enough.
But if we do, people are like, oh, are you drunk? If we're just coming home and we're laughing and we're having a good time, people are like, oh, are you two drunk again? Like,
yeah, but okay, some people said that, but the majority of people enjoyed the show.
I understand,
and so
but I'm just going forward, not going to comment on negative comments anymore, and I'm going to hide you as a user. Okay, that's it.
Okay, good. But now let's focus on the positive because a lot of people loved the show yesterday, and thank you for that. A lot of you loved Julianne Keel now. She was Julianne Murphy. Now she's Julianne Keel. Loved her. We love her too.
We love her.
She brought up, we went out for drinks after the show, and she brought up the old song, Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And I was like, where's she going with this?
She was telling Ramona, you and I, about row, row, row your boat.
Right. Well,
she said, yeah, go ahead.
So she said, think about that song, Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Row, row, row your boat. Not someone else's boat, your boat. Gently down the stream. Not battling the waters going upstream. Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. And she's like, that is the key to happiness and success. Row your boat gently down the stream. Don't fight the current. Just, ride that wave, basically. And I just thought that was like the simplest, dumbest thing that was actually really clever and kind of cool.
Well, those nursery rhymes are pretty clever.
Yeah.
And pretty cool. They
Maybe
really are.
We should do a nursery rhyme of the week.
They are. I mean, when you go to the Tower of London, they talk about all the nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
You know. So
yeah. Mary Nick 1111, what a nice surprise. Thank you for bringing in Julianne. She's immensely fascinating and accomplished. This movie sounds amazing, especially with Adrian Brody. Off topic, personally, I think you both explained and handled the apology very well. We're all human, and from experience, it's not easy being a blended family. It usually takes up to 7 years to successfully blend families. We're all different, and it's truly hard at times, but so worth it. Kelly, I can tell you and Shosh have a good bond. By the way, hysterical hobo comment, and Ramona, she's a hoot.
yeah, I actually I love Shoshana.
Yeah.
I don't have a relationship with his eldest daughter Veronica, and I never want to have a relationship with his eldest daughter Veronica, and that's my business, and I don't need to have a relationship with her, and if I don't want to, that's my business, and I'm going to row my boat gently down the stream, and you guys don't have to go up my stream.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about my oldest daughter that I'm choosing not to say here because I don't want to put it on this platform. I don't want to talk about it here.
Right.
There's a lot going on there. Just to suffice it to say, I have Kelly's back.
Thank you.
Kelly is my princess and my queen. I love my daughters, but what my oldest did is not acceptable, and hopefully one day maybe it works out, but right now it isn't. And I'm going to leave it at that.
But I'm also a very forgiving person. For
You are.
instance, if anybody says I'm sorry or apologizes for their behavior, I always say, okay. For instance, Elizabeth Vargas left me the nicest apology, and she did the most horrific thing to me, and you know what I did? I forgave her.
You did. I've seen you do that with others. Yeah.
Vicky said the most horrific things to me. I forgave her. Tamara said the most horrific things to me. She called me and before, and I forgave her. And
then she did it again. Yeah. Here's another very nice email from Cynthia Morin, who said, wow, your guest was amazing. I actually learned so much from her. And believe it or not, she helped me with my parenting. I am a type A achiever, like you, and expect the same from my kids. Through her words of wisdom, I learned that there is a place in this world for a child that may not be like me or his sister. I need to soften my perspective and love him for who he is. Thanks, Julianne.
That was really nice.
Deirdre Sumner, great show today. Corey's Coffee with Sugar. Looking forward to seeing this movie. So much trash coming out of Hollywood. Holly Keller, 1545, can't wait to see The Brutalist. And Donna Delora said, that was nice to apologize to Rick's daughter. Listen, moving is stressful, and we are all human. People need to lighten up.
Yeah.
Moving is stressful. We had a crazy weekend. We told you about it, but we did like almost 50,000 steps in 2 days. We were exhausted. So yeah, stuff happens.
Things happen. I mean, Rick gets mad at my daughter, Jolie, but and it's just it's
parenting.
It's parenting.
I mean, it's parenting. We all have expectations, and we call stuff out. That's all we're doing. We're having dinner with Teresa and Louie tonight. So more on that tomorrow.
We'll talk about that on Patreon.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? That's a really good idea. The full Louie and Teresa story on this week's Rick and Kelly show on Patreon.com. We also want to get Teresa to do an interview.
She will.
A full-on interview. So that's going to be on Patreon as well. You go to Patreon.com, the Rick and Kelly show. Sign up. You can sign up for $5, and then you'll have it for a month. And if you love it, which you will, you'll keep subscribing. But you'll get access to all 170 episodes. It's like 3+ years worth of shows. And we're going to do in the news now.
In the news.
Pete Rose, the hits king, Charlie Hustle, as you probably heard, died. Pete Rose is one of the greatest baseball players of all time. And he was 83 years old. But he was banned from baseball. He would have been in the Hall of Fame if not for him gambling on baseball games. And there were many efforts made to try and reinstate him. And the commissioner was never willing to do it. But I just wanted to share a quick Pete Rose story. I wanted to do this on my show last night, and we ran out of time. So I was in Vegas for something. And I was in Caesar's Palace. I was walking through that mall area, and in a sports memorabilia store, there was Pete Rose signing autographs. And you would buy a jersey or a hat or whatever, and then you'd bring it up to him, and he'd sign it. And I walked up and said, "Hey, Pete, I just want to say hi. Rick Leventhal, Fox News Channel." He goes, "Hey, Rick, how you doing? I know you. Yeah, what's up? I watch you all the time." I go, "That's so cool." I said, "My buddy Nick Coleman is shipping off. He's in the Naval Reserves. He's shipping off to war. You think you could sign something for me?" He goes, "Yeah, sure, of course." And he grabs a Pete Rose jersey, and he signs Pete Rose on the jersey. He hands me, he goes, "Don't worry about it. Appreciate it. Tell him I appreciate his service." It was like the nicest thing.
Yeah.
And he was just a cool guy. And I'm not going to tell you everything. He's the most greatest person on earth. He obviously did stuff that got him in trouble, but he was so cool with me. And I just, R.I.P. Pete Rose. You were an amazing baseball player and a nice guy to me. So that's my Pete Rose story.
Can I tell you about my story?
Yes.
So I'm with Maytel at Jessica Bara in Inglewood, and she says, "I have a friend across the street has this resale shop with all kinds of Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Fendi, Christian Dior, Hermes, et cetera, et cetera." She's like, if you would post for her, she will give you a free Chanel bag.
Oh my God.
And so first she was going to, they showed a whole bunch of Fendi things. And it said Roma on it. And I'm like, listen, I have this Fendi purse from like legit 18 years ago, like when Jolie was born.
Yeah.
This vintage, I call it vintage now because it's 18.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really don't need any more. And I didn't like any of the Fendi purses. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I don't need a purse. And she's like, okay, well, what about this exotic Chanel purse? And I open it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do a post and some stories for that. It has its authenticity card, and
That's a beautiful bag.
it's a beautiful Chanel bag, right?
Good
it's
size.
called Deluxe in Inglewood, and I was pretty proud. I mean, pretty excited about it. But I have the cutest outfits from Jessica Bara. I cannot wait to sport.
Do you want to, because we're running long, well, actually, we're not running that long. Well, we have those other videos in here. Those are pretty long, right? So we'll do this tomorrow on tomorrow's show. Share your outfits right at the top. Okay. We hope you guys have a smash-tastic day, and I appreciate you being here. And if you have something negative to say, we're not going to pay attention to it anymore.
And we're going to just hide you as a user. It's true.
Because this is our happy place.
Yeah. And we don't need the negativity.
No.
We don't.
We don't.
And it's just haters that want to hate. Haters gonna hate. But I don't need to listen to it, and I don't want other people to read it, and it's not productive for anyone. So you know what? You row your boat gently down that stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Life is but a dream.